What's going on, guys? JPP2 here. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. And for today's gameplay, we have an Adventures Pranks versus a branded Despia, with me as the prankster going first. Now, first of all, new season has come around, and every tryhard, including myself, is grinding to hit max rank as early as possible because let's be honest, this meta is not that great. Last meta, we had the overpowered Flu plus overpowered Despia, but Despia was not at full power last season. With the ban of the statue of Stormwinds, Flu did take a little bit of a hit. Now people are taking in different cards in their Flu deck list, so it's still there. But right now is the meta for branded Despia. The new cards that got released, the that allows them to put a floodgate on your side, basically FTKing you, is extremely obnoxious, and every single person, okay, is spamming that in ranked ladder. Every single person, 90, again, it has come down to this, 90%, I mean, in this scenario, 95% of the population are spamming that because it is a pretty noob friendly deck. You basically activate branded fusion, and if it resolves, you go +5, you floodgate your opponent, and then you laugh at their faces. That's basically what they do. One card resolution gives them so much advantage, and it's unreal to be honest. Konami should do something about this, but let's see if they do it. But enough with the rant, let's get on with today's gameplay. Now, as I told you guys, I am going first, but whenever I go first, I always get hit with hand traps. It's either Maxi, Ash Blossom, Veiler, Imperm, a Ghost Bell even nowadays, because trust me, people are spamming Ghost Bell and DD Crow to counter this meta of the branded Despia. Those two cards are extremely crucial cards you might consider running in your deck list, along with the popularity catching on for Darkhold to get rid of those Edo floodgates, or the Disciple of Ra floodgates as well, right? So yeah, Maxi me, so I can't go into my combo, obviously. We set down skill drain and we pass our turn. I have to hope that this single skill drain allows me to push past my opponent's turn, but the problem here is Meow being at 1 means that I already committed my Meow to the play, right? That means I have no way to recycle out my Meow. Let's see how the gameplay goes. Opponent, obviously, they always hard draw branded fusion, obviously. He gets the branded fusion going. Luckily for me, he was not on the Edo train. So that's the only good thing about this. I mean, granted, I had skill drain, Edo would be negated, but still. Goes into Lubellion. Of course, Lubellion activates, to which we activate our skill drain. Now this guy, he pitches out ad libitum from his hand. That tells me that the cards in his hand are way more important than keeping the ad libitum in his hand. He's thinking maybe he could just push around my field. So obviously we activate skill drain, negate the Lubellion to go into Mirror Jade. Do not want Mirror Jade coming up because Mirror Jade, guys, keep in mind, sends Albion to the graveyard for cost. Even if it's negated, it can still activate under skill drain and send Albion as a cost, so he could still set down branded in red afterwards, which is one of the most busted thing about branded, the cost that they pay. It's extremely busted strat. So Lubellion gets negated, good for us. Normal's out of Luber, so it's down a card, kills off my Meow and passes his turn after whacking me with the Lubellion. Now, he sets another card as well. Then my draw phase, I was hoping to draw into Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion was one of my outs because I could have gone into Rocket Ride, pulled out these two cards, and then full comboed. Unfortunately, did not draw into it. Drew into a DD Crow. So at this point, I'm thinking, first of all, we do have to Harpies Feather Duster the opponent's back row. Let's see if he's running a Call by the Grave. I mean, obviously, they would be running a Call by the Grave if he has a Call by the Grave set up on the field. And if he does have it, he should use it to target one of my cards in the graveyard and banish him. I was hoping maybe he had a Call by the Grave, maybe he would banish out my Meow, and if he does that, I get full combo. So we Harpies Feather Duster the back row, and what do you know? My prayers get answered. He does have a Call by the Grave set up on the field, and he does target out Meow from my graveyard specifically. This now means we have full combo. Why do I say we have full combo? Obviously, because we have Nemesis Corridor in our hand. it recycles out a face-up banished monster, which is obviously we're going to target the Meow move, go into the Colossus. With that, we're going to normal out Lamses, do our full Prank Hits combo. Now keep in mind, I am not going to be able to do a Butler combo because Skill Drain is active on the field, and I don't have either of the Panday or Pranks in my hand. So I am going to pitch out Pranks in the graveyard with my Pansies. I cannot go into my Predaplant play because once again, Skill Drain is active on the field. So over here, what you can do, if you guys are desperate for a fusion play, what you guys can do over here is you could go into your first copy of Doodly Doo and with the Fansies, pitch out a copy of your Panday over Pranks, right? Then you tribute out your Doodly Doo, target Pandemonium plus another Prank's name in the grave, add them to your hand, and you can use the Pandemonium to go into Weather Washer or Rocket Ride, whichever one you prefer. I would say go into Weather Washer on your opponent's turn, so that way your cards become immune to destruction through battle. And if you did pitch a Bow Wow in the graveyard, you could even pull out the Bow Wow Bark and make your cards immune to destruction through card effects and the ones you get from Weather Washer through battle. So you guys have that play. I opted not to go for that play. I opted for the greedier play. What I mean by greedier play is that you guys see right here, I cycled through 2 copies of my Doodly Doo, target the Pranks, add it to my hand. I wanted to hope that this Roxy's Banish plus draw effect allows me to draw into something useful. Card like an Instant Fusion, card like my Pandemonium, that would ensure my Butler combo, or even Thunder Dragon Fusion. I did have that, so that would ensure me I would be able to go into Butler this turn itself. So I was doing a greedy play. Now keep in mind guys, this greed I'm only doing because I am secure with the skill drain being on the field, alright? My opponent showed me he has no way to out my skill drain so far, so that's the reason why I'm making the greedy play. And for the Roxy's Banish, I have to banish out the DD Crow in my hand. Now into a Branded Despia matchup, DD Crow is one of the most biggest counters towards them, along with a Call by the Grave. You generally do not want to banish out DD Crows, but I was again making an extremely greedy play over here. So I do banish it out, draw into Ash Blossom. Now this is really nice because once again, let me tell you, the opponent can banish out the Tragedy from the graveyard and target the Branded Fusion, set it on the field. He does have that play he can make. So I could have DD Crow'd out the Branded Fusion from his graveyard and completely killed that line of play. But this greed this time actually paid off. I did draw into an Ash Blossom. With that, I go into battle phase, kill off both my opponent's cards, the Rebellion plus the Aluber, and at the end of my turn, activate Prank's Recycle, draw into Anti-Spell Fragrance. I mean, it's a good card for my next turn in case my opponent does something, and I get another turn. So as I said before, he banishes Tragedy, gets the Branded Fusion set on the field, tries to activate it, to which we just Ash Blossom it, and with that, the opponent just scoops after the whole resolution of the Ash goes through. That's going to be it for today's game, guys. If you guys do enjoy this kind of videos, please consider hitting the like button, subbing to my channel for more daily prank and video uploads. And if you guys are interested in the live version of all of this, I do live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/jpbduel. Link along with my schedule and a link to my Discord will be in the video description itself for you guys to check out. This is JPBduel signing off for today. I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace!